Good morning, foolish mortals. Welcome to Hump Day. It's Wednesday. The week is almost over. Hope everybody has had a good week at work or whatever it is you've been doing. Today we are continuing to finish the Stranger Things house, which should be done today. But I only got 2.5 bags left, so there's no way we won't finish. So we might have a little chat session at the end, or if everybody wants to, we could just end. So let's go ahead and flip those cameras and get building. Hey, Duffman, how you doing? Dark like a... As always, if you would like to join, the link is in the chat. You don't have to build anything if you don't want to. Yesterday's experiment with other music sounded horrible, and of course, just got a whole bunch of warnings and stuff. So my channel isn't being monetized anymore. I just haven't clicked the button anymore, so none of my videos are making money, so they can do whatever they want with them. So we are putting on some siding and extra plants. Okay. Ow. Had this problem on the last one. This. That's two. Well, there went something. No, that can't turn that way. So, okay. Okay, I see it. Now, let's see if this can fit here. Okay. Jeez. See if I can angle this better. Hey, John, how you doing? Rearranging for a second. Hey, G-Force. I still have to watch season 4. Excuse me. What's up, John? Shit. That more less than last time. Okay, now this thing's actually in my way. Okay, that's better now. Okay. Where'd the rest of this go? Hell behind the couch. That's pretty much the thing. If you're looking for something you lost, it's probably behind the couch. I'm not going to use that because I learned from the other day that I will need to break that off several more times. Okay. What's up, Baz?
Hey,
How you doing?
not too bad, man, not too bad. No long finished work, so I thought I'd pop in and see how you are in that.
Not bad. You know how it is, fighting Lego.
I'm just trying to work out a way to put all this stuff that I've bought over the last couple of months, man.
Yeah, I had to take a step back and really look at what I've done over the past couple months, and I'm pretty much stopped purchasing stuff for a little while, unless something really good comes on sale.
See, I kind of like you, Ghost, is that you see a sale and you end up buying stuff that you don't need.
Yeah, that is true. I do buy a lot of crap thinking that I'm going to do something with it someday. Now, not going to.
I'm near enough completed this wave. I don't know if you've ever seen these alternation figures.
Oh, those are cool. No, I have not.
So I'm only missing one guy, and I've got the whole wave. And then
Those are good.
hopefully I could get. I'm going to try and have a look out for phase 2.
That's
I picked one up at Christmas time, and I never seen any more in. And Peaky Arrow mentioned that they were in his home bargains, so I basically been a little bit toy hunting on Friday and Saturday, to see if I can find any, and I managed to find some more.
Isn't that weird how you'll find something, you like it, and then it's gone, and then it's like suddenly it's in a discount store like 6 months later.
The home bargains I had to go to was a little bit further. It's a 30-mile round trip just to go to this one, but it's the biggest one in like a 30-mile radius.
Yeah.
And they usually have a lot of good stuff. So I says, you know what? I'm going to take a chance, go for it. I only went to get this guy, and then I noticed they had the other 2 deluxe figures. So you have like Sabotage.
Oh, those are neat. I've never seen those over here.
And then they had the Dart.
Wow.
And I was like, do I buy the other 2? So I basically bought the one I wanted, walked out the shop, went back to the car, and then it's like, you know what, bugger it, I'll go back in and get the other 2.
Yeah, because, those type of stores, you never know if they're going to be there again. That's why my clearance stuff gets out of hand, because I'm like, I don't know.
That's one of the smaller ones, eh?
That's a smaller one? Jeez.
There's 3 small ones and 3 deluxe ones.
Man.
That's one of the ones I got at Christmas time.
Those boxes are not tiny.
Well, you can kind of compare the two, between the 2 of them.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
I'm not actually too sure, because I've been trying to do some more research on these.
Yeah.
And it's from a toy company called Pandamonia.
Huh.
But some folk are saying it was a Kickstarter. So if it was a Kickstarter for phase 1 and phase 2, it's kind of weird to find them in retail.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's meant to be phase 2 that was the Kickstarter, because the phase 2 figures are actually bigger.
That is kind of weird that it would go to a
Yeah. I'm still trying to do some research on them, maybe find out exactly what they are, kind of thing. And because they're all like animal based kind of thing, so one guy's part human, part porcupine, part fruit bat, and part rhino.
Part fruit bat and part rhino. That is
the robot guy. He's just he's part human plus he's got cybernetics and all that in it. Now the one that everybody thinks is a bit strange is Dart. He's like part human, part dart frog, bullfrog, and tree frog.
Was there a comic to back this up, or is it just figures?
Well, there is a mini cartoon series as well.
Oh.
But it's only like maybe 3 or 4 minutes long, so it's basically just introducing you to the characters.
Yeah.
I don't know if there maybe is comics and that, but I don't know. I picked the first one I picked up was what was his name? Elroy. I just like the look of him kind of thing, eh? And then I ended up picking up Shane. Ended up picking this guy up. I just like the packaging and like old 90 gimmick toys have all got gimmicks, eh?
Yeah.
I was hoping the shop that I got my first two, I was hoping they would have maybe got the big ones in as well, but they never did.
Ah.
I know somebody on eBay was wanting, he's wanting 180 quid for the whole wave, for the whole
Wow.
6 figures. But you know yourself with the prices of eBay, they're crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to stop going to my local game store because that's getting kind of dangerous at the minute.
Yeah, I need to go over to GameStop and because they got a 2-pack of Rodimus Prime and Galvatron
Oh, nice.
pop that I want that's a Comic-Con exclusive. But I don't know if they still have it or not. If they don't, then oh well. Again, it's something I don't need to spend money on,
No.
but I feel I need because
I think that's like the life of the collectors. Like you see something, you know you don't need it, but you want it.
yeah. Yes. Being a collector is not a good thing if you have any kind of addictive personality.
The amount of stuff that I've picked up recently, it's like I don't want it. It looks cool, but I need it.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't want it at all. I'll take 2.
Well, I used to go down that road, just buy 2 so I could have one opened in one box, but at the end of the day, it was just costing too much money, so I kind of stopped that.
Yeah.
It's different if it's in the sales and that Ghost that you can pick a couple up for, say, under a tenner. Yeah, you could buy 2, open one up, but when they're like 30 quid a figure, it's like, no, you can't keep in that.
Yeah. Oops. Did I don't remember if you said did you watch any of Stranger Things when it was out?
I watched a little bit of it.
I liked it. I thought they got the Spielbergian look down.
I like the idea that it was kind of made in my era kind of thing, in the 80s kind of thing. It kind of brought back a lot of memories.
Yeah.
I do have a couple of figures for Stranger Things as well, so I just pick them up when I see them at a good price.
And they didn't do as much as you would have thought they could have done for it. And the stuff they did was weird. Like, when Bandai got the license, they made throwbacks to like the Ghostbuster Freight Feature figures. And the kids didn't know what those were. And so they didn't buy them at all. I bought a set just because I like the Freight Feature stuff. But I guess we're doing stuff back. Then they made those weird figures that not really good. And they were like $40. But the ones that sold best were the Funko ones, just the 3 3/4 inch throwback figures.
I have a few of the reaction ones.
Yeah.
I've got one of the 6-inch 11s for the Netflix series, and I've also got the Demogorgon for the series as well.
Oh, nice.
But I noticed we have another discount store over here, of course it's Cline B&M's. They've got the Turtle crossover line in as well.
Ah. See, I'm lucky places like Ollie's and stuff are not near me.
You could kind of say B&M's is probably like Home Bargains and B&M's kind of thing, eh?
Yeah.
They got a lot of the newer stuff in, get a couple of months and then they discount it, eh? So you're lucky enough to pick them up. So I've noticed recently with B&M's is that once they get new stuff in, it goes quite quick now and then they don't seem to get it back in again. They've done that with one of the Five Nights at Freddy's. They've got the newest line in. And I should have picked them up when I seen them, because there was a couple of decent characters there.
Yeah.
And I never bothered, and I went back like 2 days later to see if they had any more. I must have went to about 6 B&M's and not one of them had any left.
Oh. I don't remember them using BMS whips. But, okay.
So the set that you're building, is that a legit Lego set or is that a third party one?
This is a Temu set. I don't know who made it, but it's identical in every way for a third of the price.
Oh, definitely.
So couldn't pass it up. I wanted this set when it first came out, but I couldn't afford it. I think it was $250 or something like that. No, god damn it! Now this is why. See, I haven't had this happen before, and I'm missing a piece. See here?
Mm-hmm.
It needs one more of these. But then it happened again on this side. But the pictures, when I put it together, clearly show that there's supposed to be 4 on each of those. Running out of space. Ow. Sorry.
It does look like quite a big set.
Well, yeah, and it turns upside down. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen the original one that you can have either way. It's a cool.
Yeah, I still don't know. That's in the last bag. I'm not sure how that all works yet. And I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it. Kind of like that Rivendell set that's A lot bigger than
Right, that set was huge. Once you finish that, I was expecting it to be as big as it was.
No, I did not either. I mean, I kind of had an idea from the videos, but you never tell how big actors are next to the stuff they're standing
Yeah.
in. You know, Tom Cruise looked just like a fairly hefty guy until you figure out he's, 5'7". Okay. So what are you up to the rest of the week? Just work?
No, this is. I was meant to be working today, but I went in for some overtime. I'm going on holiday. I'm taking a week off. Starting from next Tuesday, that's me officially on holiday. So I was just trying to get some extra pennies.
That's good. You going anywhere?
Nah, my plan is to try and sort out the collection, Ghosty.
Yeah, that's how I've spent many a vacation. Like, this time I'm really gonna do it.
I've been saying it for months that I need to go through the spare room and see exactly what I've got, what I don't need anymore, kind of thing. And every time I walk into it, I walk back out again. But I need to do something, man.
Yeah, that's I gotta. It's not that. It's just that stuff's like these. These are all Lego sets I have to build, and so now stuff's just in my way. But I can't do anything about it. 'Cause I don't have anywhere to put it. I refuse to get a storage space. I thought about just taking like, a third of my collection and selling it to my local comic book store, collector's store. But I don't want to lose a ton of money on it either.
Yeah. I've kind of thought about that as well, as like get rid of the stuff that I don't need, but then you end up regretting getting rid of it. I've done that about 10 years ago. I got rid of a couple of sets that I wished I never, and try to get them back is they're so expensive now, it's ridiculous.
Before I sell anything, I take a lot of good pictures of it, and then if I ever regret it, I go back and look at the pictures like, well,
yeah.
Okay, that was cool.
I don't know if you remember of a toy line, there was also a cartoon, it was called Cadillac and Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I had the whole wave for that, and I sold a lot of it, and now I regret it. Because some of it was quite hard to find, but I managed to find it. And then, your sales stuff happens, and I ended up getting rid of about 3/4 of the collection, and then I says that to me when I once sold it, that's it, I'm kind of finished with collecting, and then I started it back up again.
Yeah.
It just takes one item just to spark that right, and then you're back to square one.
Yeah. What's this? Okay, well.
As you know, I'm a Harley Quinn and Joker collector as well, so
yeah.
There's more Harley Quinn stuff I want to get, but I don't have the space for some of it.
See, I liked Harley until they turned her into a whore, and just don't care for the character as much anymore. I don't know, it's
like I used to be a big Transformer collector.
Yeah.
I got rid of like all my G1s, and I wish, as you say, I wish I never did. But then I got back into when Beast Wars and that kind of come back on the scene back in the 90s, and then my Transformer collection kind of got a little bit out of hand.
Yeah.
So I kind of stopped it for about 4 or 5 years, and now I've started collecting again, and it wasn't a rabbit hole I wanted to jump back down. But they are bringing out some good characters now. So.
Yeah, I've been buying all the 86 movie stuff. But I have not, none of the new Transformers stuff has really, like, hit me. I don't know if I'm just, it's just because that's...
To me, when it comes to Transformers, it's basically the character that kind of appeals to me, not the actual line.
Yeah.
If I like the character or like the design of the character, then I'll pick them up, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I usually like to try and have at least one character from each different Transformer line that's been out, kind of thing.
I used to do that too. I used to get one to represent the new line. And
I started watching that new Transformer series, the Airspark.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of digging that. I'm liking the way that they've made Megatron a good guy.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of weird when you're growing up. You always know Megatron was the bad guy, so it's kind of weird to see him changing sides and being friends with Optimus and all that. But they've now got a toy line, but they're doing a Balda series line for that toy line, and I want to get them all just to complete the Mandroid. But some of the
ouch,
there's three of the figures are not coming out until next year, so it's kind of weird that they've actually started doing it. And then it was like I think it was a few years ago they done a Marvel Legend line that they'd done 3 characters, and then like 7 months later they brought the other 3 characters out. That's kind of similar to that.
Yeah.
I really want the Grimlock from that line, and Soundwave and Shockwave, because they were like my 2 favourite Decepticons. I did pick the Megatron up. So I just have a different version.
I can't stand Bumblebee, and by making him the star of every Transformers thing for the past 20 years, it just soured me to the entire brand.
See, the way Beast, when I went to see the new movie, and kind of the feeling of that I got is that they're trying to make Bumblebee the next Prime.
Yeah.
That was the vibe that I got from it, just with the way Optimus was talking to him and kind of thing. Instead of giving it to Hot Rod, it's like Bumblebee is gonna get the mantle, kind of thing. I think it'd be interesting to see what the storyline would be if Bumblebee become a Prime, kind of thing. I don't know what a lot of folks' opinions would be on that if they did that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I've never liked Bumblebee as a character, and it just, I don't know. That would be.
See, for the time his voice box away, it's kind of. I used to like Bumblebee, and then when
and now he's just
his voice kind of put me off Bumblebee for a while.
Yeah, why can't they fix him? I mean, they're just makes no sense that they can't fix him. It's been, how many decades now that he's been broken, since the 80s?
If you think about it, man, if you watch the Bumblebee movie, he was talking at the beginning of the movie and then he got his vocal cord thing ripped out. But you think over the last, 10 years that the Transformers have been kind of active, you think they would have fixed it by now.
Yeah.
They even put into some of the new cartoons that they brought out, they even done the same. They never gave him his voice back. That's what was a bit weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that makes no sense. Why even have a medic then?
Yeah.
You know?
I know there were a couple of attempts in like the Michael Bay movies to try and get his voice back, but it never didn't last very long.
Yeah.
Because that's one collection I'm going to have a proper look at, because I think I've got at least probably about 100 bumblebees. I only really need one or two.
Yeah, it's just...
You know yourself, sometimes if a wave comes out, you want to try and collect the whole wave.
Yeah.
And then they just seem to bring out the same figure but different moulding or a different colour. I was right into that Transformers Prime for a while, and I think I picked up nearly every version of Bumblebee you could think of, and now I'm looking at it and it's like, I don't need all those.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a time I'd buy every Soundwave that came out. And I got to the point of, well, he's not Soundwave, he's a car. He's a truck, he's a Jeep, he's not Soundwave. What makes him, you know, the communications chief if he doesn't communicate?
It's like Soundwave in this the Earthrise. He's a stealth bomber.
Their property, they can do what they want with it, and I know it's not. Like has been pointed out to me many times, I am not the target demographic.
And it's like,
but I am the target demographic for the '86 Transformers. You know?
Oh, aye.
And if we're not the demographic, how come when Soundwave transforms, he still kind of looks like the old Soundwave? Even though he isn't.
It's the same with Megatron, man. We all grew up with Megatron leading the pistol.
Yeah.
And they've changed his alt modes that many times over the years. We don't know what he is now.
Yeah.
One minute he's a car, then he's a tank, then he's a plane.
And with Megatron, I get why they had to change Megatron. I understand the whole gun thing and all that. But, you know, Michael Bay changed Megatron and Soundwave because he said that there was not going to be any magic in his Transformers. So they couldn't shrink and expand like that. Well, yeah, they did. Oh, man.
Because me and Dave was talking about it the other night there, it's like some of the stuff that we grew up with, they wouldn't make nowadays. Or even if they try to make it these days, man, folk wouldn't be happy.
Yeah.
So we're kind of blessed that what we got kind of thing.
Very much so. I mean, there's so many, I can think of so many lines that just, I mean, stuff like Visionaries, or Mask, or Sectars, or Centurions. None of that stuff would get made today.
Yeah.
You know?
Even if they did, man, kids nowadays wouldn't be interested in it.
Nope.
We'd probably be the only ones watching.
Yeah.
That's why I teach my nephew the old ways.
Yeah.
Get him interested in all the stuff that I kind of grew up with. Yeah, he loves it.
That's what I did with a friend of mine's kid. I got him into Gen 1 Transformers and Voltron and stuff when he was young. And he still enjoys some of it today. He's 16.
Yeah, I got my nephew into He-Man, eh? He's seen my collection of He-Man stuff and he's like, oh, I want that. And I'm kind of glad with the Revelations and the Origins and then the CGI one that he's kind of got an option of what he wants to get.
Yeah, that is nice. I did not like Revelations at all. However, I do like the toys. I think the toys are cool.
Yeah. I was just kind of saying, as there was parts that I was like, oh, this is good, and then other parts like, what are they playing it? Kind of thing.
I just didn't like how they changed the characters. But I'll eventually finish watching it someday.
You're not missing much, man. To be honest.
Yeah, I got that feeling.
I kind of got a bit excited when they were bringing out a He-Man series. I think the last one we got was like 2000X, and I quite enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But then when it came out and you start watching it, it's like, this is no He-Man kind of thing.
No. And you know, it was the characterization that I didn't like. Because it was like, Tila would never act like that.
I know a lot of people are happy that Mark Hamill was playing Skeletor, but he never really gave Skeletor the voice.
No, he was kind of always the Joker.
And it was kind of, you could hear the Joker kind of coming through some of the...
Well, and what's stupid, and maybe he just couldn't handle the workload. But it's not like Alan Oppenheimer isn't still alive. Because they had him come do Moss Man's voice and stuff. He could have still done Skeletor.
Oh, aye.
No.
It's the only thing with some of the old franchises, when they reboot it, they're rebooting it for the newer generations, so they try to make it a bit more political correct kind of thing.
Yeah, and some of that's fine. I don't, you know, some of the 80s stuff went overboard. I don't mind some of that, but, you know, Tila was already a strong female character.
Yeah.
I didn't need her to be made as a strong female woman. Female character. I'm going to have to make that up now.
I think a lot of people had their own theory that the way that they decided to date with Tila was give her the sword kind of thing. I think a lot of people were hoping she was going to turn into She-Ra.
Well, and that's fine because, you know, it was based on the comic books, not the TV series. So if they wanted to say that She-Ra, there we go, She-Ra was her, fine. You know, that's your show, you can do what you want with it. But and don't come crying when nobody watches it and they're like, wait, this isn't right. Or worse is when they come out and just because, you know, I really don't like all those like the fandom menace and stuff like that. I don't like those guys. You know, people who attack a show or something without even watching it. You know, I don't like Ahsoka's already getting that now. It's like, well, yeah, we've been burned by Lucasfilm a few times now, but I'm still not going to say anything bad about Ahsoka until I see it.
Yeah.
And, you know,
that's the only thing of it. When they bring out the trailer and folk just automatically think the worst. Wait until the show comes out, then watch it, and then see for yourself what you think.
And that's the thing. See for yourself. Don't let these people have been COVID gave these people on the internet way too much power over to sway. Like, they were already, and I haven't seen it, and, they're talking bullshit about, the Barbie movie and stuff. And,
I've already, I've heard about the Barbie movie. There's a lot of folk saying it's all grown men and that shouldn't be going to watch Barbies, blah, blah, blah. It's not. But my brother went and took his daughter to it and he wished he never, kind of thing, because some of the wording in it was a bit too adult.
Yeah. Well, it's not made for little girls. It's made for a teenage girl.
It's a PG-12.
I would assume it's PG-13.
My niece turns 12 next month, so she was only a year under. But even my brother said that. He said some of the stuff that they were talking about was just a little bit, even for a PG-12, was a bit strong.
Yeah. Okay.
I think everybody was expecting the Barbie movie to be something kiddish or.
Yeah, I think they all thought it was going to be some sort of like camp type of fun summer movie. And I knew from the people involved with it that it would not be camp. However, or people who are like attacking Oppenheimer. They're like, okay, well, yeah, but it's a 3-hour movie and women hardly get to talk in it at all. Well, it's not a film about the women, because sadly at that time there weren't a lot of women involved in the nuclear program.
Yeah.
You can't make a historical film and then like try and I saw something the other day. It's like it's 3.5 hours long. It's about the most momentous thing ever, and there's not even one Japanese person in it. Well, why would there be? Why do you think that the Japanese had anything to say or do about the project? I don't think you quite understood the Japanese role. And they're like, oh, and they killed all these people, and it's just glorification of war. It's like, I don't think you've seen the film, because no, it's not. First of all, Chris Nolan is not pro-war. And come on, he's pro-truth. That's why, with Dunkirk and stuff, got mad at some of Dunkirk, but it's like, well, that's what happened. Sorry. If you don't want to hear the truth, don't watch the movie.
I haven't seen that movie myself, but I have heard good things about it.
It was actually pretty well done. I mean, it showed what the British had to go through in order to survive long enough for us to wander in eventually. And and how close the end was. I mean, honestly, if Hitler hadn't pulled back, then, he could have crushed the entire British forces right there. And then, what would we done? It's there wouldn't have been a landing spot. We would have had to have come in and tried to gather forces together and get them to,
Oh, definitely.
I liked that World War II Jeep Transformer. But to my mind, see, that was Hound.
Yeah, I mean, I do actually own that Transformer.
Yeah. And
all they'd done was basically put Bumblebee's head on that, but as you say, that should have been Hound.
Yeah, and they keep doing that. It's like, well, why do you hate the original Transformers? We don't. It's been 40 years gone. If we weren't going to like them, we wouldn't be watching your films and.
Don't get me wrong, I do like Hound in the Michael Bay movies.
Yeah. And again, I know they wanted to make them. They needed. They needed to make them cars that they could sell licensing to. Huh. Oh, there it is.
Then I went to see the Rise of the Beast. I quite enjoyed it. There was a couple of parts I was like, no, I wasn't happy. But one thing I wasn't is like pure Wheeljack. What they did to him.
Yeah. I have not seen it and probably won't until it hits. I never saw The Last Night.
I wouldn't have went to the pictures to see it. It was my brother. He won tickets through his work, so that's how I went to see it, kind of thing. But I wouldn't have paid the £15 to go to the pictures.
Yeah.
Like if you look at Wheeljack from the 80s cartoons, compared to what they did to him in this, it didn't look like Wheeljack.
Yeah. Well, none of them look right. You know, I mean, they go out of their way every movie to make sure that crime looks right.
I like folk were saying that as well. It's like, why did the Maxwells not? Why were they always in beast form?
Oh, did they not transform?
No, they did transform for a bit, but majority of the movie they were all in their beast forms.
Huh. That's weird. And, you know, I assume their toys transform.
Yeah.
Huh.
But a lot of folk are saying is that when you watch if you watch the 90s cartoon, is that it's always majority of the time it was always Primal saying Rat Trap or Rhinox maximize kind of thing. He was basically, and I think they kind of taken that on board for the movie, is that they had to make sure that Primal says maximize before they could transform, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's I did not know that. That's weird.
The only one that didn't actually, you didn't get to see a true robot form was Air Razor. But you got to see from Cheetors and Rhinoxes and Primals.
Yeah. Spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen the new Transformers. How do they explain the Maximals being there? Are they come there, or have they always been here? Kind of like the Dinobots? Or?
No, they basically come to Earth like centuries before.
Oh, okay.
After Unicron basically destroyed their planet, they were
like the keepers of the
transport. He wanted their transport key, so with their transport key they could basically go anywhere in the galaxy. So they decided to go to Earth. And they've been there. They've been basically the Maximals have been basically protecting a certain civilization for centuries.
Huh.
Just like in the old 90s cartoons that they come to Earth and then halfway through the season, then they come across the humans and they start protecting them. It was kind of the same thing, kind of thing. Eh?
Interesting. Oh crap! That's not
I just seen the voice Sasquatch thing is like, I like that they brought Jetfire in it, but they made him far too old.
Well, yeah. I don't. Why do they age at all? They're robots.
Yeah, I didn't get that. Like, it's the same with Q as well. When Q was
transform and fix themselves. Like, I got that Cup was old because he'd been around forever.
Yeah.
But at this point, all the Transformers are at least 4 million years old. So, I mean, why is age? I don't get why age is a thing at all in Transformers.
I know when that movie came out, a lot of folk were like, but why have they made Jetfire a Decepticon? He's never been a Decepticon. Technically, he was a Decepticon for a while. When Megatron basically found him in the ice in the old cartoon. Yeah. But then he realised that he was getting played, so that's when he changed sides. But I have noticed that even in, was it the fall Netflix series, they basically made Jetfire a Decepticon in that as well.
Yeah. Sometimes I can't see. You know how it is? They're like, okay, here's the next step, and I don't see something properly. And that is why I get all screwed up. I'm like, why this should fit exactly like this? And it does, as long as you pay absolute attention. But this little
a couple of weeks ago when I was building. It was one of the Fast and the Furious cars. I was like, I thought it was missing a bit.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, I kind of put them into the colour so it's easy to find when you try to look at the. I thought it was missing a piece and it wasn't. It was the piece was staring me in the face. I just could not see it for looking at it.
This has kind of been, this part's hard because it's dark blue, light blue, black, gray. And it's all the same kind of hue, so it's been a little more difficult for me.
I was like, man, I got the Battle Cat for my Christmas off my sister, and majority of that is green.
Ooh.
So you're looking for a certain part, and you take about 5-10 minutes looking through the parts. It's like, it's not there, but it is there. It's just because it's a colour that throws you off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. Okay.
And sometimes it does neat when you've got the third-party Lego sets. Sometimes the manuals didn't make sense as well. So you try to study the manual to make sure you're putting the right piece at the right bit.
Yeah. Well, a couple of these random sets I have don't come with printed sets instructions, which I thought I wasn't going to like, but in the end, then on the computer I can blow them up.
Yeah.
And I can see, you know. Yeah, Blue's right. You know, in the first movie, they made Soundwave a satellite. Why would they need the satellite? I don't.
See, I could understand Soundwave being the satellite. Yeah, he was the specialist and that kind of thing, and then, but technically they didn't really need that. And then they made him into a car, and the last one that they did, that was Soundwave's always been to me as a ghetto blaster, and he will always be a ghetto blaster in my mind.
Yeah. Okay. Hide. Okay. Jeez. Foliage.
So do you have much more of this build to do, or is this going to take another couple of streams before it's finished?
This is the last bag. I will finish it today, no matter how long it takes. But I mean, I should have been done with this bag already.
Didn't it help that, as you say, it's kind of the same colour, so it's trying to work out where what goes where.
You know, who's what and where, and
I don't know if you've ever seen these, Ghost, but these are like 3D bursts.
oh, those are cool.
See, try to put this one together was a nightmare
I bet. Jeez.
because it's all translucent. Only you've only got the silver, the head, neck there, but the rest of it, see, try to put in pieces, even though they're all numbered. But try to follow the instructions was like. I did actually find another one, so I might, at some point, I might jump on the bum. I didn't realise I still had one left.
Cool. So they just did they just do the main Justice League guys?
Sorry?
Did they just do the main Justice League?
They've done Green Lantern, Flash, Cyborg, Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman. The only ones I'm missing. I'm still trying to find something away, but I've got the Cyborg, and then they've done a normal version of Wonder Woman and that, plus a translucent version as well.
Oh, I like the normal version better.
I should have picked this one up first. This one was easier to put together than that translucent one.
Yeah.
But I'm still I'm still on a hunt for like the Batman, the Superman, and the Green Lantern.
Are there something that's still in stores, or are you going to have to order them?
No, they're B&M's. This is where I got. This is where I got these from. Was their local B&M store, so they still get them in.
Yeah.
But it's majority like Batman and Superman. You hardly see those ones, but you just have to keep checking,
You know, the popular ones.
They're not. Man, I can get them off of Amazon. They're not expensive, They're not expensive, man. So.
Yeah.
But it's like when I bought it, it's like, do I really need it?
I like those busty things. You know, I have really tried not to buy any of the Lego helmets.
Yeah.
So if I buy any of them, I know me, I will buy most of them.
But once I put when I've done the translucent one, once I put it together, it's like, that's actually quite cool. So I ended up going out and buying the other two. This is where I'm taking this kind of holiday, because I want to try and redesign the display as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and get stuff out that people don't normally see, kind of thing,
That's what I'm thinking about doing, is I'm going to redo my whole background. I got to try and figure out what to do with some of these Legos, and see, I've got everything back on a couple tables back there, but I think I'm going to start disassembling like where those binders are for cards and stuff, and put some of the larger Lego sets there.
Mm-hmm.
And to at least get rid of one of these tables. And then I'm getting rid of all these. These are all minifigs in cases, kind of like this one. And I'm going to get rid of all those and move them into another room. And then you kind of start rearranging a little bit and get different stuff out. And then try and do like a wall tour. Still can't do a room tour because stuff's in the way. But I can try and do a wall tour. This.
Now, because once I finally get this room the way I want it, then I'm going to somehow try and do a room tour just to show folk exactly what I collect and what I've got.
Oops.
It doesn't help that you keep adding to it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You should see the other room that is packed with stuff. Okay.
Oh, that was there's a stranger thing there. I was talking about the Demogorgon.
Yeah, see, when McFarlane did those were good figures. I like those. I have all those. And, then Bandai did those weird figures, which I did buy, simply because they were on clearance.
So that's 11 that I've got.
Yeah.
But I should have bought him as well, but I said I'll come back from him, but when I went back from him, he was sold out.
Yeah. I don't know, it's weird. I'm not even really sure who has the license anymore. So it's one of those things where that's why I ended up buying so many pops. I mean, I probably have 100 Stranger Things pops. Yes. But because they did stuff, you know, for the other characters.
Right. Yeah, that's the Street Fighter crossover with the Turtles, but they also done the Stranger Things. I didn't realise it was actually Playmates that's done them. Not a big fan of the turtle figures that come with the Stranger Things, but I do like the two characters that actually come with them. They do look quite cool.
Yeah, I know that those are going to be on clearance.
Well, that's why it's weird that the Street Fighter ones are all sold out in all my B&Ms, but they have plenty of the Stranger Things, so it's like nobody wants the Stranger Things. So I'm hoping that they're going to clearance very soon.
Yeah, I'll buy them when they go clearance. Like I bought those Karate Kid 2-packs. They went clearance. Those are God knows where in box. I'm as bad as Salacious. I buy stuff and I don't even get. I've got so many videos I need to make that I may just take all of tomorrow after I do some heavy destruction out in the yard and shoot videos. But,
yeah, I was talking to Dave about that. It's like for the last few months, man, I've just been anything I've been picking up. I've just been doing like a quick short. That's kind of it's easier. You have more time to do them, but it's like I haven't actually done a proper haul video in months, and I maybe need to think about doing one soon. Sorry, just showing but kind of talking where you go and that. I kind of miss that.
Yeah, I haven't done a toy hunt since I went to Nashville, because I don't find anything. And I know some people like film theirs, like they'll go in, check the store, and then start filming. Well, I start filming before I get there because I actually want to be surprised about what's in my stores.
I know I do actually miss your toy hunts because sometimes you didn't find anything, and other times you went in and it was stocked.
Yeah, you never know how things are going to sit.
That's why I look forward to a Friday and a Saturday goes, because I don't start back until the Sunday. So Friday I just like to go out to the shops that I normally go to just to see if anything new in and it surprises you.
Yeah.
And then usually on a Saturday, and I've usually got my nephew with me, so he's usually like my lucky charm kind of thing. I still can't believe he found a SH Figure Arts Black Widow in the charity shop.
Jeez. Yeah, see here, our big charity store is Goodwill. And the problem with them is now they have, oh my God, why is it so hard? They have their own like eBay.
Yeah.
So now nothing good ever really hits the store. Why does this not fit?
I've noticed that with some charity shops over here. But when go back before the pandemic, man, we used to be able to walk in a charity shop and find a load of good stuff.
Yeah.
Used to find a lot of treasures. Nowadays, it's kind of getting hard to go to a charity shop now to find something decent. And when you actually do find something decent, they're wanting double or triple the money what you're kind of willing to pay.
And see, we have a second one in Colorado called ARC. and it was created by a gentleman whose son had Down syndrome,
Uh-huh.
and they don't do that. They put everything out on the floor. It all goes out for a reasonable price. You know, like you can get DVD season sets. Okay, fuck this. That can just not go there. For $3. And on weekends, and every day they all have different colored tags. And then on the weekends, and every day there's a new tag on clearance for 50% off. So that TV set that was $3 might be $1.50.
Yeah.
On Saturday.
We have a charity shop over here that does that. They don't do the color thing, but basically everything that's in the store, they will put a price up what they think is worth, and then they'll put 50% off it.
Yeah. I need a pair of pliers. Huh. I will be right back. I just cannot get the right amount of force on these. Okay. That might work. There we go. Why? They all turned into different things of different sizes. That was just.
I think that's what confused us when we were kids. Is like when you seen Megatron, he was a big guy, and then when he turned into his blaster mode, he basically fit in a.
Well, and he did that several times, where he could change size and be in the size of a human gun. And then there are random times where he was as big as, big enough for Starscream to shoot.
Yeah.
That's just how the size thing worked. They were able to control then how was Optimus Prime able to turn into a semi-truck? They just were able to change their molecules and reset. That's basic transform. If you can't accept that, Blue, I don't know, dude. There's no hope. No hope at all. Okay. close. I'm still not actually sure what the next bag is actually about. I know it's all got all the connectors to get it together, but this doesn't seem to be a lot left to do. I still don't trust that this thing's actually going to stand up. Wherever I figure out where it's going to go, it's never moving, except for you, Dustin.
Just to answer Blue Sasquatch's question. He was thinking about getting this set, man. The only reason I bought this set was for this.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are doing. I do like the kind of shaded bit on the turtles.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they don't look right.
The worst thing about it, it's the exact same mold as that guy.
Yeah.
The only thing different is this: they've just changed the head and put the shading on it. So it's basically the turtles. And it's the same with the Stranger Thing ones. It's another line. They've just reused the mold, but just upgraded the shading to make it like pixelated, and they've basically just give you the turtles with white eyes instead of having.
See, it does not seem like there should be this much left. And that's 10 more bags. I gotta move this. This is in my way.
Goes, how good is your knowledge on toys? Just curious.
Third of Midland. What are you looking at?
No, I got a bag. I just picked up a random bag at the charity shop a few weeks back. But this was in it. And I cannot find anything online for it.
Hold it closer. Let me look at it. Huh. Interesting. What's the maker on it, on the back? What's it say?
It's just got 7T. That's all it's on it.
Oh, no year?
No year, nothing.
Huh.
Man, I use the Google Lens search thing, but every time it's always giving me one with articulated knees and elbows. Not actually.
Yeah.
To find just curious to see what it was, because to me that looks old.
Yeah, that definitely looks 90s, if not earlier.
Yeah.
That's a weird looking figure. Excuse me.
No, because the only reason I bought this bag is because I'm trying to collect all the biker mice.
Yeah.
I also had I am starting to pick up these when I see them cheap as well. The monsters in your pocket.
Yeah.
I picked up, but there's a lot of random stuff in here, like stuff to go to the nieces and nephews as well.
Yeah.
There is a 90s Spider-Man
Nice.
bonus.
You guys
Yeah.
aren't allowed to have Happy Meal toys, right?
Sorry?
You guys aren't allowed to have Happy Meal toys in your Happy Meals, are you?
Well, we used to, but now she used to have had a Happy Meal, so I don't know what we get. But now I think it's sort of either a plushie or some sort of cardboard thing.
Yeah, I mean they pushed hard to try and get it because they said the only reason kids were buying Happy Meals was because for the toy. It's like, well,
That's
A,
only-
yeah, probably, and also, don't they want to get something to eat?
Yeah, when they used to do something like Transformers and all that, I used to just go in and get 2 or 3 Happy Meals, and hopefully you get 2 or 3 different characters. But I came my local one. It was before they changed it all. I went in and I got 3 Happy Meals. I got one for my 2 nieces and one for my nephew, and basically they gave them the exact same toy in each Happy Meal. You think they gave them something different?
Well, and here, they went for a time where you could actually buy the toys. You didn't have to buy the Happy Meal, so you could just go in and buy 6, get all 6 different ones or whatever, and you were charged for the meal. You just didn't have to get the food.
Yeah.
Then they kind of stopped that too. And it's like, well, why would you want to waste food? Why would I need 6 Happy Meals? When I just want the toys. What's up, Rozoff? How you doing?
The things about it, man, the Happy Meals are not like what we used to get when we were growing up.
No, I have hundreds of Happy Meal toys, and yeah, none of them are cool. You look at even like the Batman Returns ones, and all the old Disney ones they do.
I remember when Burger King done the Universal Studios, and those were like proper action figures. And I've got the werewolf from that. You wouldn't get a kids meal with that kind of toy in it nowadays.
No.
Sometimes I wish I could just go back in time and just live again in the 80s, man. It's the best time ever.
Yeah, I mean, people are like, oh, I'm a historian, and so they're like, oh, wouldn't you like to go back and, watch a great battle, or, watch the building of the pyramids? I said, yeah, but then what would I do? First of all, you stand around for like 10 minutes, and you're like, oh, so that's how they did that. Well, that's cool. That was ingenious. Am I stuck here forever now? But I would rather go back to like 1984 and just take enough money, like Doc Brown would, take money to live well then and just stay there.
Me and my brother, when we've had a couple of drinks in us, man, we always talk about the old days, growing up in the 80s, certain Christmases when we got like your He-Man stuff and all that. And it's like, I wish I could go back and just relive that.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about, we have a shop over here, it's called Pound Stretchers Ghost. And back in the 80s and the 90s and early 2000s, you could go in there and they had a big massive toy section. Now they don't, and they used to get all the like X stock that wouldn't sell. They used to pick stuff up for like anything between £1 to like £3. I remember going in there one time and they had all the original Thundercats for like 99p and all that.
Oh, nice.
And I just wish I could go back to that time and just clear the whole shelf.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be interesting. Because then you could have a hell of an eBay store. How do you find all these? Well, I bought them. You wouldn't have to lie. You just say I bought them in the 80s. Just don't say that. You could even special order stuff. Like you could say, okay, what are you looking for? Oh, I'm looking for the USS Flag. All right, $1,000, and then you go back and buy it for $200.
Then I had that kind of power. I would just go back and just buy stuff off the shelf and then bring them back, and it just look minty fresh.
Yeah, they would be minty fresh.
And so much condition for the last 40 years.
I've had them in the garage. Well, look at that! Look at that collection of Karate Commandos and Mask and Sky Commanders and all that stuff they found down in Brazil. Just a warehouse full of stuff people forgot about, and minty fresh boxes. So minty fresh, they were like they had to prove that they'd actually found these things.
There was something like that happened in England somewhere. And it's like, how you get like the storage hunters. There must have been there for at least 30 odd years, but there was one that got sold, and it got sold for £200. But they didn't get to see what was in it. They basically just said goodbye thing. But when the guy opened it up, it was full Star Wars.
Oh, I'd cry. I'd be right there on my knees.
£200 for this unit, and it was nearly enough from floor to ceiling, full with Star Wars.
Wow.
And it was anything from vintage Star Wars stuff to the power of the Force.
That's crazy.
Like seeing like a brand new box Millennium Falcon that looked like it had never been opened.
Jeez.
Kind of thing. And it's like, I think I've just struck gold here.
Yeah.
He came away at the auction and he basically quadrupled his money. The majority was all Star Wars, but there was some like He-Man, vintage He-Man stuff, Thundercats, kind of thing. And I think he made about 60,000 on the stuff.
That won't work. These instructions clearly are showing that they want me to put these two on top of each other upside down. But they're slanted. They're going to fall. Okay. Well, all right then. Trust the build, I guess. So you could see me rage quit here very shortly if I put these together and it falls over and smashes. In fact, you won't even hear a rage. The stream will just stop, and I won't be back for a week or so.
Oh, you'll hear this. Fuck's sake!
Yeah. I'll use a Clarkson thing. I'll say, well, and on that note, and we'll just turn it off. Okay,
It's like the little bus that I showed you, man. When I put them together, man, the amount of swearing I did to myself was unreal. It's like, how the hell is this no fitting in? What's a round piece? Even though they're all numbered kind of thing, the numbers are that small, you can barely just make them out.
yeah.
That's all fun, but especially what you're doing when you've spent a good few hours putting that together, you don't want any mishap.
Exactly. I already messed stuff up enough when I do it.
I was watching a TikTok and the guy actually built the Millennium Falcon, and the way he picked it up, it slipped out his hands and it.
Oh.
When I'd be like, I'd be gutted. I think he spent 32 hours or something with it.
I would absolutely cry on a stream. I wouldn't care.
He must have picked up to show what he'd done, and it just toppled, and the look on his face, man, you could tell the guy was.
Yeah, that's why I didn't move the Rivendell around a lot. I was afraid it would pop apart. Okay.
I know Mega Block is not real Lego, but I really want the Castle Grayskull Ghost.
You know, Mega Blocks work just fine. You know, I have a friend who's like, that's not real.
Released as well.
Well, it's real enough for me to spend my money on. So
I know we're not going to get official He-Man Lego set. It'd be good if we did.
Yeah.
When you talk to some folk about Mega Blocks, it's like, oh, that's a bad word.
Michael, it's like, well, you know, if Lego would do everything right, then there wouldn't be a need for Mega Blocks. Okay. This scares me a lot. That's why I don't trust this. It's only being held on by 4 poles. Okay, I'm going to.
That's quite a strange build, that. You'd think that you would put the two of them together at the end, not at the beginning.
Yeah, like once I've built the sides that hold it up. Yeah. I don't, and this one. Okay, so it's like this. Ah.
Thanks for letting me pop on, but that's my tea ready. Go, so.
Okay.
No.
Thanks for dropping in, saying hey.
No worries, man. Anytime.
So,
Catch you later.
All right, later. Sweet guy, that man. I want to watch him break down and cry when this splits apart. Ah. Sorry, that's not anything that matters. Okay. This one. And trade. Okay. All right, and this needs to sit somewhere. Oh, fuck, what was that? Careless. Stay. Okay, holy smoke. All right. 4. In fact, I'm going to be up here for at least another hour, so I'm going to grab some water. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Ready? That just flew off the table. One of these. Okay. That's incredible. It's several hundred miles away from me, so love to help. Excuse me. Right. Goes. Hmm. Oops. Okay. abductor.
Ardolino, 2-month-old, Hispanic FEMALE. Last seen in 1000 block of W. Bolinas, Dr. Pueblo West on July 25, 23 at 6 p.m. Taken by parents Ashley Ardolino, 39, yo, white female, bro 504 150 at San Luis Abelo Rojas, 35, yo, Hispanic male, black brown, 501 100.
Okay. That's still in Pueblo, and now I have questions because they say their parents abducted her. You can't abduct your own child unless it was in, maybe it was in child custody or something. Well, I'm going to go 2 raids and 2 rounds. Okay. Yes, that's better. Jeez. Oh, man. My eyes are getting tired. I might have to stop. Where's this on? On the screen. Damn it. Ah, can't see. My goodness, that took a while. I mean, holy smoke. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. My eyes are all blurry. So I will finish this up on Lego Studs on Sunday. I thank everybody for hanging out for these 3 hours. I just must build slow or something. I thought I would be able to do this faster. So until Sunday, well, let's see. Next week, I'm probably going to do either some Marvel or some just normal Lego sets, like the 3-in-1s and stuff like that, just to kind of break the monotony. So until then, catch you on the flip side.